Check your top stories this morning. Results are in for the most expensive judicial race in U.S. history, the Wisconsin Supreme Court race.
So today, Wisconsinites fended off an unprecedented attack on our democracy. Wisconsins stood up and said loudly that justice does not have a price. Our courts are not for sale.
So that is Democratic-backed Judge Susan Crawford. She won with 55% of the vote. She even took some of the counties that President Trump carried just 5 months ago. Now, turnout in Milwaukee was so high that 7 precincts actually ran out of ballots and voting totals had to be delayed. The Trump-endorsed candidate, Judge Brad Schimmel, received about 45% of the vote.
I can't thank you enough for everything you did to try to make this a success, but it just didn't work. God bless America. We will rise again. We'll get up to fight another day.
So Crawford's win means that the court will maintain its liberal majority and continue to have a major role in deciding abortion law and drawing up congressional and legislative districts.
And this morning, Chief Trump advisor and Schimmel's main fundraiser, Elon Musk, is facing a lawsuit in another state where he campaigned. Canvassers in Pennsylvania say he never paid them for helping push his pro-Trump agenda last year. One man from Philadelphia says he's owed $20,000 for gathering signatures. The lawsuit claims there could be another 100 victims of Musk's alleged breach of contract. And the Trump administration is expecting to roll out a new set of tariffs on imported goods today.
This is what the president has dubbed Liberation Day. And while those plans still largely haven't been revealed, a lot of you might be wondering, what exactly is a tariff? Our Pauline Lee joins us from the live desk to break this all down.
Yeah, there's been so much talk about it recently, right? Tariff is not a term that is new, but it is one that is going to impact your wallet. So to put it simply, tariffs are a tax that importers pay when goods arrive into the U.S. Importers can then raise the price that you pay to cover this tax, which means everything essentially is more expensive. Now, President Trump has said that he's using tariffs as a way of curbing the flow of fentanyl and illegal migration into the U.S., leveling the playing field with trading partners and raising government revenue, as well as boosting domestic manufacturing. Many of you may be thinking, well, isn't there some other better way? Here's what one expert had to say.
Why tariffs? It was just some kind of political thing that income taxes are complicated and controversial. Sales taxes, look, if you go to a less developed country, which I do, that's hard to enforce. All kinds of people evade paying sales taxes. You just have informal markets.
A little bit more about the history of tariffs. Experts say high tariffs in the 1930s actually worsened the Great Depression and contributed to World War II. So after World War II, allies set up measures to prevent tariff wars. Now those allies are surprised by recent U.S. actions, as the U.S. has long promoted low tariffs. So what do we know so far about this latest rollout coming this afternoon? We're going to break that down coming up in about 30 minutes, guys.
All right, Pauline, we expect to learn more from you at 5:30, and then again from the president, expected to speak in the Rose Garden at 3 this afternoon. Thank you. Meanwhile, Minnesota U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar is introducing legislation to undo tariffs on Canadian imports.
She says the 10% tariff on energy and 20% tariff on other goods will only lead to a tax hike for Americans. She says, quote, this administration is igniting a reckless trade war and regular Americans are paying the price, end quote. Her bill would terminate the president's February 1st declaration that he used to launch the trade war and get rid of those tariffs. Experts say the economic uncertainty is practically paralyzing the job hiring market.
So the number of job openings fell to 7.57 million in February. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey, this was just released. So compare this to the beginning of the year. The number of available jobs was 7.76 million.
Now, here in Minnesota, hundreds of workers at the Department of Health have found out they have been laid off or at risk of losing their job. The notice comes after the federal government slashed more than $220 million in grant money just last week. Minnesota Health Commissioner Dr. Brooke Cunningham says without that funding, many services will have to end. That includes free community vaccine clinics.
We are rolling back in many ways to pre-pandemic times. And the federal government has made key decisions now that will impair people's health.
The things that we are doing are so that people don't have to think about measles and H5N1 and syphilis and HIV. And as we're not able to do that work, really the burden is shifted not only to the employees that are left behind, but to all of the Minnesotans and Americans that are affected by those diseases.
Experts say the cuts will also do things like reduce nursing home support, slow infectious disease outbreak response, delay lab results and patient care, prevent upgrades to the Minnesota Immunization Information Connection, suspend the Inspire program for students that educates kids about public health, and it also cuts funding for tribal public health.
And Minnesota's Attorney General Keith Ellison, he is fighting back against those federal health funding cuts.
Ellison joins with 22 other states and the District of Columbia in that lawsuit, which is against the Department of Health and Human Services and its Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. They say the cuts are unlawful and harmful and should be stopped immediately.
Happening today, a bill being discussed at the Capitol could give workers more time and money.
So this afternoon, a Senate committee will get an update on Minnesota's paid family and medical leave program. That won't take effect until January. The bill gives workers up to 12 weeks a year of paid time off to care for a newborn or sick family member and 12 weeks to recover from a serious illness. The benefits would be capped at 20 weeks a year. GOP lawmakers have attempted to delay or repeal the bill, but none of those attempts are expected to be successful.